Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dipson, and I was curious to get information on who the next pope was going to be. I am not a Catholic, so I have no idea who is even up as a contender to be the next pope. But I know that this is a monumental election of a new leader of the Catholic Church, and I wanted to get some more information on them. So the first energy that I pulled was how long was this going to take? And to me, it seems like it's coming in very quickly with this Eight of Wands, and we confirmed it with this Judgment energy. I also got the Race card here, which is a fast moving card in this deck. And then to confirm that was this Megaphone, which talks about the announcement. Something to me that was maybe a little bit of concern was this. We began the reading with the letter, so the communication of the announcement, but we had this cloud energy underneath. So it was problems, hesitation, unclear, confusion, indecisions, misunderstandings. But it seems like they'll be able to figure out and get on track very quickly and make forward movement very quickly. Um, I was also seeing with this row to confirm was the Six of Cups and the Three of Cups. So there will be a celebration here, and I'm seeing this Six of Cups as like good intent. Um, so moving past that cloud energy of hesitation, of trouble. There's something here with this card. In the middle of our reading, we had Fox energy, which is about stealth, maybe something being off or going wrong, some cunning energy. But that was confirmed by challenging the status quo. So, longevity, regal, proud, opportunity, new hope, a clear vision and perspective of the past, present, and future. And that's what is coming in fast with judgment energy. So, I feel like there will be some initial conflicts, but that they will overcome fairly quickly. I wanted some timing cards, so we got here within the next 7 days, and I'm feeling like Aries might be a significant sign for whoever is going to be the Pope. Again, we confirmed it with the element of fire, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here, so expect the unexpected. That to me is saying I don't think possibly the person who is going to be elected is going to be somebody who we or so with this element of fire card, expect the unexpected. I feel like either they're speaking about the time being shorter than usual or expecting somebody to be elected that we wouldn't expect. Again, I have no idea who is the contender. That is for you to figure out with this information that I'm giving you. But we also got the King of Water. So I was getting that as Cancer energy is also going to be significant. And I'm also hearing emotions. But I wanted to confirm what this element of fire was. So expect the unexpected. Let's see what that's about. So a chameleon, somebody who's open-minding, wrapping it up, endings, the death. So there's something there that's gonna be ending a certain vision, maybe a cycle possibly ending with this person. I kind of want to get one more card regarding that, and then we'll pull some energy. So, a snake. So, this is saying deception, jealousy, betrayal, backstab, silent treatment, and counterproductive. So there may be some deception energy there tied to whoever is elected. I asked what the energy of the next pope was, and we started with this ball and chain energy. So this is about being stuck, being weighed down, restrictions, heavy burdens, baggage, and being trapped in a difficult relationship. Underneath, to confirm that, we had the beaver, which is about either things working against this person, but their persistence pays off, or new things on the horizon. Determined repetition, making the dreams real. So I was getting that maybe in the past, this new pope may have had a little bit of issues that might be working against him, but that's going to be overcome or illuminated because that was our last confirming card. There's an illumination, a self discovery. But this is somebody exceptional, or at least that is the way I think things are going to be perceived. Um, our second row, we began with islands, and that is about foreign affairs, solo, isolation, standoffish. They may be estranged, they may be very independent, a refuge, or protected. And to confirm that, we got the stalemate, which is also about being standoffish, um, not seeing a way out, non committal, being a holdout, being blocked, refuse to compromise, and competition. So I feel like this person, one of their characteristics is to be a little bit standoffish. But this person is a distinguished person. This is a card of old age with the towers from the past. They may have, well, of course, them being a cardinal, of course, institutions is going to pop in their energy. Then to confirm our last row, we got the Wolverine. This is about being fierce, unpredictable, maybe having some power struggles, being assertive, possessive. It says inner demons in here, elusive, determined, and fearless. But with the grasshopper, I feel like there is a change of that energy, which is of being more easygoing, not really worrying about those things anymore, moving on. But to confirm that energy, it's like we have 50-50 energy here. Clouds again, with thoughts, problems, doubts, hesitation, unclear, confusion, indecision, and misunderstandings. So to me, with that um, row, it kind of confirms the first section where I was talking. It's like there might have been some negative, I don't want to say negative energy or bad perceptions of this person before, but it seems like the perception is going to change. Um, And then again, with these cards, we got Cancer again. So Cancer to me is feeling very significant. And we got Aries again. So this person can be either an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But this person has a purpose, is driven, is reliable, secure, and keeps going forward. I wanted to pull some emotional characteristics of this person. So, the first one that we got was an emotional need for acknowledgement. They are popular, they're charismatic, responsible, publicly influential, which of course they will need for their role. They have overcome obstacles. They love to work. They are ambitious. So they have a strong need for being professionally recognized, to be recognized for their professional achievements. It's important that they love what they do. And I feel like this person loves what they do. A significant placement in their chart is Moon in the 10th house in Capricorn. Their next characteristic here was emotionally attached to possessions. So they may be protective of property, they desire luxury, they fear lack, they are a collector, they crave admiration, they love heirlooms, they are emotionally restrained, and they're slow to let go of things. They have a strong need for financial security and hate being in debt. Their spending habits swing from generous or impulsive to frugal. A significant placement that may be in their chart is the moon in the second house in Taurus. Then we got an intense desire. So they hate superficiality. They have a magnetic power. They compel change. They're spiritual and they have a constant search for self improvement. They have a thirst for knowing and desire for intense experiences that create drastic changes so that they can experience rebirth at a higher level. And this is the sun in the eighth house in Scorpio. We got extravagant. So they are sincere. They love beautiful things, elegant, sensual, generous. They want reciprocation. They have strong values. They are either value driven and they may be materialistic. So they have a strong attachments to possessions and people. They are caring and overprotective. So if they have something to gain, they will work to achieve it. The placement here is Venus in the second house in Taurus. Then we got on an emotional island. So they may feel emotionally unsafe, unsupported. They may crave emotional safety. They can't open up feelings or are inconvenient or too complex. They may be too emotionally dependent on others. So, in order to uncover frozen emotions that have been stored in their body and they create emotional safety, they must connect to their heart. So, the placement here is Saturn in the fourth house in Cancer. And then the last one I got was Rules the Roost. They are empathetic, domestic, fiercely protective. They may have had tension in their home environment. They internalize conflict. They are highly instinctual. They are emotionally strong. They may be passive aggressive. And they hate manipulation. So their emotional strength helps them fight for what they want, but they're torn between their desire for independence and their need for emotional security. The placement here is Mars in the fourth house in Cancer. I wanted to confirm with tarot, and we got the Fool. So the new beginning here. I feel like this is going to be a radical change from the previous Pope. And of course, this is, a fresh start. They may be inexperienced, a beginner in a way, a little bit naive, carefree, but they will achieve success to confirm or achieve a well deserved recognition, of course, if they're being elected as the next pope. To confirm that energy, there's something here about some sort of family matters, possibly with a younger woman that may have been a previous issue in the past in regards to either love, money, or their goals. But that to me is saying that is kind of like past energy. Then we got the Queen of Cups. Again, that's giving me Cancer energy here. or water sign energy, since we had a lot of um, Cancer energy. So, emotionally intuitive, compassionate, kind, loving, supportive, and a sensitive healer, which paired with the Four of Wands is giving me like they will lay this base, this solid foundation with compassion and intuition and being kind and loving. We got peace and harmony to confirm that, and a change for the better. Next, we had judgment. So, a spiritual awakening. A new spiritual story is beginning with a new pope. Um, Healing and ascending to the next level. I feel like this person is going to be gaining this strength to um, control inner their inner lion, right? Mastery over their wild side, being patient and compassionate. I'm feeling like Leo could be significant also here, but there will be a celebration, fun, enjoyment. There may be something in regards to a loss here of money, possibly with this Pope in the church. Our last row was the Ace of Wands. So that is about action, a creative spark, being motivated, a new endeavor, an energized potential with the Ace of Swords. So the strong communication, the declaration, the mental strength, the strategy. And I feel like this has been their wish to be the Pope. A wish is being granted for them. Um, this last card was um, Dog, which is about pleasure with a close friend. I feel like they have a deep relationship with somebody as a friend here. And to confirm that, we got the dragon. So there may be some sort of like delusion that may be affecting them in regards to a friendship that they have. And lastly, I wanted to tap in what was going to be the energy overall of this Pope's um, reign, you could say. And we got the Queen of Swords with the Ace of Swords. I'm feeling like this person is going to be an independent thinker, have the mental strength and clarity, and new ideas and new strategy with the church here. But again, like I mentioned in the last part, was five of Pentacles. I'm feeling like there will be some financial troubles, some financial loss in the church, or some. This is also about being spiritually bankrupt. I'm feeling like there may be a downturn in the church that could um, be possible with this pope. But to confirm that, we got the seven of Pentacles, and I feel like with that, they're saying initially there may be a downturn, a loss of money, but this is about being patient and looking at the long term picture here, putting in time and effort to reap the rewards later. Um, we got the world, so this will definitely be a completion, an achievement here of what's next. Well, what's next? We got the Tower here. So there will be a rude awakening, a falsehood exposed, false pride, a shock disruption. I want to confirm that energy. That will lead to a Ten of Cups here, which will lead to success, an emotional and spiritual fulfillment, a creative finale, being happy, joyful. I want to see what this Five of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So there will be some sort of collaboration here. And with this middle row, I'm feeling like there will be a downturn in the church, but there will be a need to build the church up back again. Um, Let's confirm this Queen of Swords and Ace of Swords. We got the Two of Pentacles. So this Pope is going to juggle, be flexible, and try to keep everything in balance. I think both the mental strategy that they're going to have, the communication skills, and the finances of the church. And let's see, what is our message from Spirit regarding this new Pope? We got a new romantic cycle begins. So I'm seeing a new cycle is beginning with this new Pope, and seeing justice with those scales, like a balancing of justice and surrender to the divine. So feel like this next Pope is a divine orchestration of who this person is. And I have my theories on that, which I will share in another video. Let me get one more. But the end of a tough cycle approaches. I'm feeling like there is something that's going to happen with this new Pope that will end maybe either a perception of the church or something in regards to the church that isn't perceived well by the outside world. I'm going to confirm these with tarot. So there will be, with this new cycle that's beginning, there is going to be fresh thinking. There is going to be new learning, some news, some idealistic, a curious mind being established, surrendering to the divine. So there will be a balance of iniquity here. Charity, aid, generosity, sharing the resources, and a material and spiritual balance here. And the end of a tough cycle in regards to the Emperor energy that is about structure, leadership, foundation, stability, power, order. One more for that. And with the world is a completion. Let me get one more. With anxiety, ruminating about problems, mentally haunted, self-blame. You know, one of my theories, if you read the one of the prophecies, is that this will be the last Pope. And to be honest, with this energy, with the end of a tough cycle, the Emperor, the world, and the Nine of Swords, to me, it's feeling like this may just be the last Pope elected.